my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need read for this full moon to new moon in January into February 2022? I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons. Mal for short, professional edge, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle production since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle, now on Patreon, Drawing the Circle on Patreon, Humans, Heroes, Immortals, Gods, Goddesses, and Witches over on Patreon. I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Mercury conjunct Venus, 3rd house in Libra. Happy to serve my scales. If you are new to the channel, 7-card draw is just 1 card from 7 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, the waning moon from full to new, January, February. Let's have a look at that. The full moon on Monday, January 17th, 6:48 p.m. Eastern Time. I am in New York. However, it goes full moon and void, of course, at the same time, which is fine. If you want to do the waxing part of it, catch it. Catch it before then. Easy enough to do. You could probably even do something Sunday night. Certainly. And then we're looking at the waning moon, the releasing, the letting go, the shadow work, the forgiving, the surrender, you know, the hard stuff. Not that waxing moons are always so easy either, but those are the 5-card draws. We're looking at the new moon and a good day for it, Tuesday, February 1st, 12:45 a.m., new moon in Aquarius, so it's like 45 minutes after midnight, and that is Imbolc, also known as Candlemas. The blessing of the candles, the calving of the lambs, midwinter, the point in between winter solstice and vernal equinox, the halfway point. We will be doing something else as well on that day for full moon, as well as all of that pagan Wheel of the Year stuff, second Sabbath of the Wheel of the Year on Patreon, and I'll be sharing some of that stuff here as well. But if you want to get the exclusive content before everybody else, or the stuff nobody else gets to see, check out my Patreon. Other than that, let's get up in this gig. Focus on your breath if you can, right? Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. And, you know, check your other signs. I keep saying, because it makes so much sense, if out of 7 cards, 5 cards resonate, it's pretty good for a general read. You want a private read, there's a video, booking a reading with Mal. Makes it very easy. But certainly we have more than one thing we need to let go of, forgive, shadow work, blah, blah, blah. So that's it. Ready? Breathe. 6 more to do. I can get them done before a full moon, I'm sure. As I call upon the collective, here we go, pantheons of the divine for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Please give me a Carolyn Mace archetype card to symbolize, to show us the dominant archetypal theme in the 8th chakra of the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, shifting their electromagnetic dynamics in every other chakra, what they attract, what they repel, this full to new, January, February, the mother archetype. Now, as lovely as an archetype sounds, is as toxic as it is in its shadow, as horrible as it sounds as its shadow, is as brilliant as it is in its light. Archetypes are neutral. The mother is one of the feminine family of archetypes, as the father is in the masculine family. The shadow attribute, this indicates the shadow work. Now keep in mind, this might not be you. This might be a theme that's playing out in your life with a mother archetype. The shadow attribute, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Now, I don't have kids like that. I have cats, I have companies, so you can certainly have the mother archetype for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. That's true of all archetypes. In terms of your creativity, because the language of creativity and the language of pregnancy are pretty much the same thing. Think about it. what you're shooting for here in the light, even if you are not a literal mother or dealing with a heavy mother archetype in some way, the light attribute, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy to giving birth to life. The majority of my clients, my students, and my friends are mothers. My relationship with my own mother speaks of that in a really good way, actually, because my mom is a soulmate. We help each other heal, and really I came in to help mothers heal, regardless of gender. Just saying, right? Mama, yes, mother. Let's keep going. The Daughters of the Moon Tarot, looking at the next 4 chakras down, right? That the 8th kind of governs what's going on electromagnetically, who comes in, who goes out, your highly individualized curriculum for shadow work. So this is usually where the shadow work goes on. This is the psychological stuff, your feminine energy, your internal world, hence Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Please take a nice deep breath. Okay. As I call upon my goddesses of air, the sign of Libra, powers of the East, please, one card in clarity. What's going on, heart, third eye, crown, in the internal world, the feminine energy, heart, third eye, crown dynamic for the Libra collective, sun, moon, ooh, ringing in this ear, sun, moon, big time, getting louder, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading, mother in the 8th, what's going on in their feminine energy, in terms of the shadow work, this full to new. The Dreamer, which is the full card in this tarot, not jumping off a cliff, but tracing patterns in the water, right? Making those not just wishes, but making ripples in the stream. Now, when it's a major arcana card, heart, third eye, crown, it's all the chakras at once, right? Otherwise, you could do fire, earth, air, and water there if you played with the symbolism, right? Depending on if it was one of the minor arcana. But this really has it, like there was this ringing in my ear. In my right ear versus my left ear, when that one rings, that usually means that there's a masculine energy part of this as well, because I'm left-handed, that's my receptive, my feminine. So let's keep going. Let's really get that. And it didn't sound like an alarm, but it definitely got steadily louder and then backed off. So pay attention, right? Pay attention to what you hear that others might not. Mama, if you're that in this read. Lower 3 chakras, the masculine energy, the outside stuff from the outside looking in at you, the inside you looking out at something, but dealing with not just the physical world, but relationships. Lower 3 chakras are a relationship. Part of them are relationships. So root chakra, groups, tribes, societies, families, political parties, any group you belong to, any more than 2 people, it's a tribal thing. Second chakra is that 2 people, one-on-one umbilical navel energy, as well as your relationship to money, your relationship to a substance, different than a place, that's root chakra usually. And solar plexus, your relationship to yourself, your personal power, your honor code, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't, which determines your self-esteem. But self-esteem is a verb. It's an ongoing journey. Please take a nice deep breath. Okay? As I call upon my gods of air, the sign of Libra, powers of the East, lower 3 chakras, masculine energy, inside looking out, outside looking in, for the Libra collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading, or maybe a cross-watcher, with mother in the 8th, the Fool, the Dreamer on the inner. What's the lower 3 chakra dynamic? Well, 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is an interesting place to be in the outside, because it might be that you are finishing up something in the cycle of fire. This is the Argo from Jason and the Argonauts. They retrieved the Golden Fleece, as commanded by Zeus. They're almost home. They're not. They're stuck on a reef right outside the harbor, right? And actually get smashed on the rocks. but no, well, this tide comes in, pushes them over, but it's not a good landing, so to speak. So we really have here, you might be in a phase of just about almost there, finishing up something that you want to do. Now, if we take this mother, as I said, as more of a creative, it's feminine family though, but that supporting and nurturing, giving birth to new life need not necessarily be a literal baby, right? A literal human child, or particularly if you're in a male, biological, whatever, you know, or whatever your situation is. I have the mother archetype, but that's totally my relationships with mother and how I learned how to mother myself. I just talked about this on Patreon this morning, Moons in Cancer. Every day I stream on Patreon in the morning with coffee, usually in a bathrobe. That's right, you get the unvarnished, but very, very clear, right out of prayer me. So that Nine of Wands, sure, the Wounded Warrior, you know, Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands. Would you come near my sticks, right? Rider Waite deck. Some defensiveness, maybe, but maybe there is also something holding you back right now from keep this going. The creative intuition, heart, third eye crown with the Fool is great, a leap of faith, but it feels like there are some things in the way there that might be creating a little emotional turbulence or frustration. Let's see. Let's get you a mantra, because the shadow work here seems to be more about the Nine of Wands and, of course, the shadow side of the mother archetype. Or maybe there's a shadow mother archetype in your way. You want to make the leap of faith. We'll see. Let's get your healing mantra, the healing mantra deck by Matt Kahn, to help you with this. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, my Ascended Masters. I'm going to say General Assembly because this could apply to so many different scenarios, not just like relationships, but money or healing, health. You know, it could be any of that, all of that. Please give us the perfect healing mantra to give us a little more specificity here. Let's narrow this down a bit. But at the same time, that would be truly helpful for them to help them do the shadow work needed here, because there is a hidden blessing. There is gold within that lead, light within that shadow, this full to new. Uncovering confidence. I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. Interesting. You saw how long I shuffled that? Virgo, the reading right before this had it. I was like, why do I remember that? I look on the clipboard, there it is. Uncovering confidence with an addict in moderation. So here's this thing. I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. I mean, everybody is. But if one person don't show up, it's not unity, right? So I'm going to read this from the Bookie Book. We have 3 Bookie Book reads in the 7-card draw because they say it better. I can't remember at all. I'm 53. I know, don't look at things. It's a lot of my mother's DNA, though. A lot of it is DNA. A lot of it is DNA. Rapid wrinkle repair. I just shot by it. There we go. Uncovering confidence. I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. When confidence is uncovered, you are living from a space of renewed purpose. Now, that can certainly be part of that Fool and that mother archetype there. You know your place in the cosmos, and you are an expression of eternal light, as are we all. This is about being aware of it. There is no wavering on decisions or second-guessing your instincts, which sounds like would be helpful here. Confidence allows you the peace of mind to stand tall in your truth and to move forward courageously, knowing that anything comes in your way can only inspire the gift of endless expansion. So yeah, there's some shit in the way, and it's blocking your desire. Now, that need not be something physical, but definitely you're almost there. The Nine of Flames and the Daughters of the Moon, which is the Nine of Wands, is the Wanderer, right? Not quite there. You have a direction, but maybe the destination that you want, maybe you have to come into port before you can really make this leap of faith here. But you have the confidence, and I love it that it's uncovering confidence. It's in there. It's in there. It's like Prego. It's in there. It's a very old commercial reference. Oh my God. Generation X. What? Why? Let's keep going. The Party Turner deck. the Whispers of Love Oracle. I call it the Party Turner deck every time because all of a sudden it's romance, or it's the True Love card. I mean, there are other ones that are much more anodyne, a bit more general, like love is the answer, right? Stuff like that. But sometimes it's just like, okay, that's what we're dealing with. That's why I say 5 out of 7 cards if they resonate, right? It's a good general read. So the higher selves of all involved, not just you, but anyone involved in this, if there's anybody else involved with this, well, the mother really does speak of a relationship, but maybe that is you mothering yourself. No. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, maybe it's dealing with your own mom or lack thereof, right? Because everybody's got different scenarios and stories. So I call to the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading? Leave the perfect card in my hand. Piece of information, inspiration, insight they most need to alchemize this mother archetype, no matter how that's playing out. With that dreamer on the inside, maybe there is some visualization, some more spiritual work going on, or a beginning of it in the heart, third eye crown. With that 9 of Wands, just intuitively, it feels like stuff is getting in their way, but that may not be physical limitations for everybody. But uncovering the confidence to overcome those. Obviously, look, they're the missing piece of the puzzle, as we all are. So give them what they need here. For the shadow work, this full to new, do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Now, I'm not saying that you don't, just saying in this situation, oh, there's so many ways. There's so many ways to look at this. But I will say this. Obviously, a mother is in a relationship with a child, one would think, right? Regardless of the form, even if it is your own creativity. Part of the shadow mom is the helicopter mom, no shit, right? Smothering or abandoning children. I've smothered career moves within me, projects that I've been working on, overthought them, overcared, stressed myself out. I could feel that when one of my boys aren't feeling well. Oh no. Oh no, that's part of being a loving mom too. My mom says, I have to worry about you. I'm your mom. I'm like, why don't you just hit me with a brick? Psychically, it's much faster. So I know both sides of it. I know. I am aware. But to do something for someone else, I will say as a Virgo that when I shift my focus to helping somebody else out, which I do every day, it's part of my career as a professional witch, I'm people's witch. That's what they say. You're my witch. I'm like, yes, I am your witch, right? Your hairstylist, your manicurist, your witch. So maybe there is a shift here to give that unconditional love, that nurturance, to, yes, yourself necessary, but I think it really has to do in a new way that lights you up on the inside, and it feels like you're just not able to, but don't give up. You're a missing piece, and whatever this is you want to do is a missing piece, or in the divine plan hasn't happened yet. So interesting. Look at what your quote-unquote service is. Like, that need not be what you do for a living, but maybe it is, right? Are you the mother of the office? Are you the mother of the office, so to speak? Doesn't mean you're in charge necessarily, right? Not the boss, but the one that everybody comes to. Okay. If you're going to do the shadow work, you might as well have a divine animal with you, right? Spirit animals and totems are not the same thing, but from the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. I love her name. It's good to know who's with you, right? And the magic you can call upon. Let's do this. Breathe. In for a penny, in for a pound, my leaves. As I call to the pantheons of animal spirits and totem animals, spirit animals and totems for, there we go, the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. Please, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who walks with them in the shadow work for the mother archetype in the 8th Fool, the dreamer on the inner 9 of Wands on the outer, uncovering confidence, doing something for someone else, this full to new. The Peregrine Falcon. I hear she has a school that disappears, Miss Peregrine. Ava Green. Has there ever been anyone as magnificent as and it's not Eva. It's Ava, I believe. Just don't want to piss her off. Penny Dreadful, are you kidding? I can't wait till they put Verbus Diablo on Rosetta Stone. If you have not watched it and you don't know what I'm talking about, Josh Hartnett is enough. My first real boyfriend looked like him move. Ooh, okay, card number 25. Observation. I don't think we've ever had this card come up before, Peregrine Falcon. Neat, I think, because, you know, a lot of cards in this thing, and there's a lot of pages in this bookie book. I just read the verbal sketch, so to speak, and the magic. They go into the animal behavior and the mythology behind it. And I just opened up to it. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Look. Peregrine Falcon. I don't know the exact animal noise that makes. Breathe. Card number 25, Peregrine Falcon. Observation. Take a step back and simply observe a situation, mama. Listen and watch before you decide on a course of action, which is maybe what that Nine of Wands is there for. Right? Not that you did something wrong, but so that you can step back. As acting rashly will not serve you in your current situation. So, you know, if they have wire hangers and that's not your thing, breathe. You are protected. You are being supported by powerful forces. Do not fear. You are protected. So that safe observation to pull back and see things, and that's a Libra thing, right? Libra really is the middle point in the scale. It's really three energies there, right? Because there's that way, and then there's the still point in the middle. Cardinal air, creating something in the balance. The magic. The primary magic of the Peregrine is one of protection. The energy is one of an all-seeing observer and protector on high. That's very 8th chakra. And very much the Fool card, too. Right? You never really... Well, here we see the Fool at a river bend. She's not the Fool, she's a dreamer. But usually he's jumping off a cliff, right? We're about to. And the choice is the throat chakra you gotta make. I know when I cough during a reading. There is something stuck in your craw here. Pardon me. And there is some frustration and there is some emotion in here that needs to express itself. And you having the confidence to do that, but first to pull back. Wow, that made my eyes water. Work with Peregrine magic when you need some powerful safeguarding or support, mother. The other element I love about working with Peregrine energy is the wise observational quality it provides. When you need to make a decision about a situation and need to have more information to do so, this animal will help you see the full view and to be patient about the gathering of intelligence. This, what I find it interesting here is, isn't that like the healthy way of being helicopter mom, right? Helicopter parent, soar over it, right? Be a protective force. But I think peregrines are one of the fastest birds with the Peregrine Falcon. I think, along with the interdimensional timey-wimey school thing with Ava Green. I mean, I'm not an ornithologist. I am witch reader in witch drag for this particular series. So, but there's something about that observation, obviously, to step back, to see things, particularly if you are a mother, literal mother, and, well, in some ways, shape, or form. Again, it's not about biology, not on my channel. And you have children, literal children. I know my relationship with my boys, my cats. They're my sons. They're not my pets. So, again, that could play itself so many different ways, but keep your eye up, but from a higher perspective. And sometimes, obviously, that's not literal, get up like on top of the house and look down, but to see it from a higher place. Therefore, to see what you're supposed to do for someone else, and it might even be see it impersonally. right? See them as another soul incarnating, going through something. Lots of different ways, but I think you uncovering your confidence comes as a result of that. Maybe you see something that you engendered in your children, symbolic or otherwise, that you see that they are protected. Shadow work's tricky. Shadow work's tricky, so let's get the last card down. The Blessed Be. The Mystical Celtic Blessing cards to enrich and empower by Lucy Cavendish. The hidden blessing here. It's in the alchemy, right? So you do the shadow work. This is the blessing that was there all along, but you couldn't see it. Last book reading, there's a blessing. It's literally a brilliant book. Wonderful artwork. Lucy Cavendish, bless your soul. But we do it for realsies here. We say the prayer, and I channel the energy as best as I can with my torch of Archangel Ariel. We should do a video about the torch Ariel. Yeah, screw it. Breathe. Right, Libra's like, get to the point! As I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, all cultures, lineages, traditions, ages, even off-planet stuff if the Libs are into that, you know, starsy lineages, all of that. Please, one card in clarity. There you go. For the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the hidden blessing here? You would have me convey, as well as you work through me to bless them with this full to new January into February, so that they embrace their nurturance, patience with the peregrine that was there, unconditional love and joy to giving birth in life. That there is a new beginning of the cycle here. The Fool is between the last card and the first card, so they're in that liminal space right before the leap with the Dreamer. But Nine of Wands, there's some stuff in the way there. There's something holding them back, or perhaps they're being a little bit defensive, or someone is being defensive there, but they're almost home on that. Uncovering confidence that they are the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe, doing something for someone else, something that feels like is divinely guided here, giving their attention to someone else. Oh, and giving their attention to someone else with the Peregrine Falcon observation. To give their attention to someone else, perhaps from a distance, but also definitely a mental distance for an air sign, maybe a more balanced, fair, you know, just point of view, POV. So it's a lot. What's going on? I could totally see this about a literal mother and a child of any age. Like, it wouldn't matter, you know, how old the kid is, right? A full-grown adult, wouldn't matter. Please, what's the hidden blessing here for the Libras this full to new out of this shadow work? A blessing from your ancestors. Oh man, come on. How genetic do you want to get? Now, there are two different types of ancestors. I don't know if it's covered here. I've never read this one either. A lot of new cards this time around. Yeah, there's your genetic ancestors, as I like to call it, my DNA upline, right? Where you come from there. But then you also have your symbolic ancestors. Scott Cunningham, Goddess bless and rest his soul. I consider him an ancestor. Technically, an ancestor is somebody who died before you were born in your genetic line. That is one definition. But every witch that's ever been is one of my ancestors. And when I call upon my ancestors, well, guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, ancestors, all that stuff I say, they're in, right? They're in. And all different kinds of ancestors. I consider Terry Pratchett, well, he's really more of a spirit guide, right? For my writing stuff. So let me read this and I'm going to give it to you full force here. Card number 16, a blessing from your ancestors, not for, from. There we go. This should be lovely. Definitely a family viberino here. This could also be if somebody's mother is involved who is no longer in physical form that they're watching and protecting. I'm going to try not to well up during my own readings. Please take a nice deep breath. It's bad enough when I'm watching somebody else's and it makes me cry, but at least no one's watching. Card number 16. A blessing from your ancestors. A blessing to bring you the gifts and guardianship of your ancestral family work. Hi, Grandpa Gandalf. Look, it's Grandpa Gandalf. Grandpa Gandhi. Well, Gandalf the Blue. He was younger, I guess. I know, for realsies. Here we go. This feels very powerful. I don't need this for this. Say it through me, my pantheons. Within your bloodline and within your spiritual line, there are thousands of relatives who care for you and whose cells now sing within your own body. You are their future dream. Gobsmacked. You carry forward the hopes of your distant. It should be distant and most ancient family. They have seen so much, yes, in other times and faraway places, but they came to you now and bless you. They come to you now and bless you with all of the wisdom of their experiences, making you the sum total of 1,000 wise ones. Call upon the wisdom of the blood, the old ones who stand behind you, supporting and holding you, clearly giving to you the knowledge that experience taught them. Let only the ancestors who can free you, aid you, support you, and celebrate the best of themselves within you come forward. Because they might not all be great. And may the ailments and regrets of those who have gone before teach you of what not to do in this time work. Ancestral work. If family be thin on the ground, or if there is estrangement at present, let the arms of the old ones hold you, form a circle about you, and infuse you with everything you may need at this moment. You are loved across the distance of time. You are spoken to with quiet kennings, knowledge, kennings. Do you ken? The kennings. Soft knowledge that will direct you forth, do you ken? Crivens, you will be soothed by those who healed and be guided by the old ones who hold before you the flaming torch of their united spirits. You are all that has gone before, but they celebrate you, for you are the future. Know your life is precious to more than the visible ones you know. You are most precious to all the old ones and to the ones who you share blood with. They know of your value and of the hopefulness of your futures. May you be blessed, and may you have with you the essence of the elder, the teacher, the one who shows, the one who shares with the young, the one who keeps the skills alive inside you and all about you, for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Blessed be. That's a lovely reading, and it does make sense, right? A mother archetype. Time to take a leap of faith, right? In between the old and the new. Dreaming about it, but not ready to jump, because there's some shit in the way there. Some things being blocked. But you are uncovering your confidence. You're the missing piece of the puzzle of the universe, to do something for someone else. Shift your focus to them, maybe the ancestors, but from this place of observation, right? Think about it, pull back, really go back, talk to your ancestors. There is a hidden blessing here, which means this might be a family pattern. Even if you're dealing with a non-genetic family member, there's all sorts of stuff doing there. And by all means, talking to the ancestors, you don't gotta wait till Samhain. You're gonna wait till Halloween. Mine are with me 24/7, 365, unless I'm showering naked or with another boy. So, did you like the reading? I hope you did. Please like it. If you did, help the other Libras find it. You want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe. Otherwise, you can certainly come Patreon on Patreon. Join the circle on Patreon, link in the description box. My honor to read you, my Libras. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this shadow work, this full to new January, February 2022. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.